Hi, it's Dr. Shah, your go-to resource for medicine, nutrition, and fitness to help you improve your quality of life. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how do you effectively build muscle. As you guys know, I'm a big proponent of building muscle. Adding muscle to your frame, even for women, has so many benefits, from strengthening bones to building discipline to reducing injuries to stabilizing hormones to optimizing your quality of life. I mean, this is it. I just want to start off by saying that strength training is for everyone, regardless of age and gender. And I know most women stray away from strength training due to the notion that they might look manly, and that is just not true. Unless you're taking the special supplements to aid you in that muscle growth, there is no way that you will be as bulky as men. And the reason for that is men have higher testosterone than women, and that is essentially the driving factor that separates the gender physiques. That being said, let's get into it. How do you build muscle? So, if you're a beginner, it is recommended to strength train at least 2 times a week for 20 to 30 minutes. If you want to focus on compound movements such as squats, pull-ups, push-ups, rows, and presses, in the beginning, that is what you want to do. You want to keep it basic. This will give you the best bang for the buck by incorporating full body workouts. That way, you're going to be hitting each muscle group almost every single time that you go to the gym. And you also want to have adequate rest. So let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday is a routine that you can do, and that's going to give you exactly 48 hours to recover, which is the ideal amount to recover a targeted muscle. That brings me to my second point. This is where a lot of people forget, and it's the fact that our muscles do need increasing stress to force it to grow. So if you're doing the same weight with the same reps and routine, you're giving the body the same stress. Your body will become accustomed. However, if you make the workouts methodically harder, that will force your muscles to adapt and grow. Now, progression doesn't have to be every week. It doesn't necessarily have to be increasing weight. It can be so many ways. You can have shorter rest times. It can be adding more repetitions to a certain exercise. It can even be more of an efficient lift, meaning you're able to lift the weight a lot easier than you did last week. That is still considered progression. But the key here is make sure you follow a routine with methodical progression. So, the workouts aside, I wish I can tell you that's all you need to effectively build muscle, but unfortunately I can't. What else matters is nutrition. They always say abs are made in the kitchen. Is there any truth to that? Actually, to a certain extent, there is. You see, when we work out, we are essentially breaking down our muscles and making sure we provide the right environment to optimize growth. This will allow our muscles to get stronger. So how do you optimize your muscle growth? Number one, by having healthy eating habits, making sure to balance your meals with adequate protein, carbs, and fats. We tend to demonize carbs because we think it may ruin our fitness goals, and actually it does the quite opposite. Carbs are essential for recovery. It aids in the muscle growth. It allows us to recover faster so we can get back to training. And carbs basically give glucose to our brain, which is essentially what we need to sustain a busy day. So number 2, make sure you're taking water adequately. I always recommend 3 liters of water, and to keep in mind that our muscles are predominantly made out of water, almost 60% of it. It makes sense to hydrate your muscles ever so often. Number 3, make sure you're getting adequate sleep. Sleep is the most underrated tool for muscle growth and recovery. In our busy lifestyles, we have morning routines, we have pre-gym routines, but we tend to forget our sleep routines. Sleep is so important for not only growth, but also for overall health. Getting deep sleep and getting good quality sleep that your body needs can essentially provide you a barrier against many diseases and can improve your quality of life drastically. I know that when I get a good night of sleep, I'm like a young puppy just running around the house getting work done. It's phenomenal. So there you have it. If you want to build muscle effectively, make sure you are strength training at least 2 to 3 times a week for 20 to 30 minutes. With the concept of progression, you always want to be progressing in your workouts, and make sure to do it methodically to prevent injuries. Number 2, make sure you're installing healthy eating habits. This is going to aid your muscles to grow properly. Make sure you're getting enough water also to hydrate your muscles and overall body. And finally, make sure you're getting enough sleep. Sleep is the most underrated tool in muscle growth. So those are my favorite tips to effectively build muscle. Try these tips out, experiment with them, and if you have any questions, make sure to comment below and I'll answer them for you. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.